Hello.
Hello.
Ta-da! Alrighty. We're ready to continue. Are we still in court? Is this part 2 of court? Ah, yes.
Yes.
The proceedings be resumed. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day?
I feel like I repressed the knowledge of most of these characters.
Discourse. It's shipping discourse. You know how people love that shit.
Indeed.
Oh god, I forgot that I voiced this guy. Shit. Oh, to be sure I have, my lord. There are now 2 matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first
What's your OTP?
is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabinet as proposed by the defense.
Going right to the OT3.
Right. Now I remember what this case is about.
That's right. They were like sitting on the different side of the thing inside the car and...
Yeah, he was sitting the opposite side of the cabin. The second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police?
Why indeed?
Oh, begad, no, it is not in my nature to hide anything at all.
I don't even remember. Okay.
Just very...
answer the questions, please.
Remember, gay vampire.
Yes.
The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this. Desperate? I've been desperate about this all along. I do tell you myself, or do you keep me mouth, or do I tell you all? Do I tell you all, or keep my mouth shut?
Is this guy from Ireland or Pittsburgh?
I don't fucking know. And
no, actually, Pittsburgh would be Yins. Yous is a little more Philly.
Hughes is
Jersey, maybe.
Yeah, hi Riddles. Holy fuck.
Riddles.
This guy's dialogue is impossible to read.
Seriously, it doesn't flow. Oh. And I also kind of repressed how handsome he'd gotten.
Yeah, we're seeing the judge now. Tell us what, Mr. McGilded.
I will gaily wait.
Right? I'm waiting, but gay. The fine fellow represented me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true? Aye, 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after all happened. No!
If Phoenix Wright were here, he would just be like,
God damn it! In every single one of these cases, there's just a mystery other party that just happened to be there, and someone else was like, no, they're not involved at all, obviously, so we're gonna take them away from the scene.
This hasn't hit him. There he
What?
goes. No,
Yeah, he's like, this is gonna take several seconds to hit me.
I gaily slammed the desk.
I think I fell asleep while we were still in the clock tower last time. You want to catch me up, maybe?
In the clock
Okay.
tower, oh.
Well, so from the clock tower, here's what happened. We went there, said our boyfriend died. The guy said he was gonna send us back to Japan, but then was like, if you submit to a test, then I'll let you be a lawyer. And when you ask what the test is, he's like, oh yeah, this guy has nobody to defend him for a murder trial, and if nobody defends him, then he's going to die. But also, he could also die if you defend him and do badly. So your test is going to be defend this guy. And Renoski's like, fuck no, I'm not going to play with some guy's life because you just want to be a jackass about it. And he's like, oh, okay, well, guess this guy's not going to have a defense and he's going to die anyway. And Renoski's like, oh, okay, fine. And then so he comes to defend this guy, and this guy is accused of stabbing a dude in a carriage, in which the carriage is actually in the building right now, is actually in the middle of the courtroom. So we have the crime scene right here. So we have a combination courtroom and crime scene right here in this fucking courtroom. It's like Arby's combo meal.
It's a Pizza Hut.
Pizza
It's
Hut?
a Taco Bell.
I'm in the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Pizza Hut.
I'm in the Taco Bell. I'm in the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Meanwhile, he's still like, ...
Ben Zekas is like, you two are so cringe. Unless we have Sholmes to help us with solving crime.
Not yet!
Sholmes is not with us. Sholmes is no longer with us.
Unless he's the third party.
Oh no, that would be fucking hilarious.
He could be the third party.
That would be hilarious. Oh no, Sholmes didn't die. He's just not here
Don't
yet.
worry. They've already killed off one character. No, Magnus McKilton. That convenient excuse can't save you now.
I'm so sorry. I truly am. So I am, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. Also, excuse my accent because, please, this is impossible.
This guy doesn't have... It's not actually clear what this guy is supposed to be.
Right. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was... Well, the little child was... Oh, he's a child, okay.
Oh.
Was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not in any way involved, you see.
It was just Sholmes crouching.
Right, very small Sholmes.
What?
Mini Sholmes.
Sholmes-chan. What?
If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her in this here courtroom just like myself.
It was Pearls.
Oh. Why is this old guy in the top hat speaking about nothing? It's just how he is. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord.
I would know. I have damaged myself that will come out in a future case, I'm sure.
Who is this young child of whom you speak? That I don't know. You don't know. Aye, well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection! We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witnesses' statements to be disregarded by the court.
The defense calls for you to fuck off. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings.
What?
Pointed glance. What?
What? Hey!
Hey?
What the?
Hey?
What the?
What?
What the fuck is going on?
What is going on?
気をつけて、なるほどさん. Cover your face. Bailiff, don't let the accused secure the court.
I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
That was unexpected.
Okay, fucking smoke bomb, I guess. We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff.
Sholmes through the smoke.
Amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one another in a desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended.
This is fucking weird.
To be continued.
Oh, we were that close.
All right, 10 minutes in. That's a stream, guys.
There we go. Let's go raid.
No, we're good.
Oh my god. Wow, we were so fucking close.
I'm so upset. I thought we were gonna have to go through another, hour of court.
Oh my god.
Did I just save that? Wow. Okay, cool. What on earth just happened in there?
Naruto-san, I've managed to find out what happened. I wrote it in my diary.
Mrs. Sato!
I predicted it 5 years ago. I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke.
A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use.
Yes, ninjas! They're here in London!
What? Ninjas in London? It seems like we're uniquely qualified for the situation, Susato-san.
Yes, indeed! They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
Sholmes! Son. That's my guess, at least.
Turtle poke! I love it.
Turtles! The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, because he was weird. Now, okay, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear.
It was you?
No, it was the Russian girl who wouldn't give me her coat.
Oh, a young girl. Then could it be you, Susato-san? The other passenger that Mr. McGilda was just talking about?
Yes, it was me. I tried to flee the courtroom, and now I'm standing right here. Also, my thoughts exactly.
So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGilda, actually? There's so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions. Along with the young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk for what possible benefit to herself?
There's another matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
The 20 pence.
Huh?
See, I have everything in my diary. According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. I can math.
But now it seems that there were, in fact, 5 passengers.
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
She's right. That's strange. Why do I have to do all this math? Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will commence in 5 minutes.
Oh, so we don't even get to talk to anyone out here.
Thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away. Susato's page skills are impeccable.
Mm-hmm. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will have some awesome jewelry I can borrow. And she'll be asked to take the stand and testify now, so we finally won't have to hear from Mr. McWeirdo anymore.
Mr. McWeirdo. Oh, God.
I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
We don't have to hear his incredibly stupid accent. We'll know soon enough, Miss Susato.
Yes!
I mean,
See?
Susato-san.
Just like you. Yes!
To be continued.
To be continued again.
That would be funny.
That would be. Eh?
Hey?
What? Blonde hair. It's the Russian girl.
Oh, that would be funny.
Oh boy.
There's the young girl next to Mr. McGilda. Look. That would be really great.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that would be fucking fantastic. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks.
The court will later have the trial of whoever threw a smoke bomb in my face, my lord.
I believe you have established to the court that you are gay, and also the cause of the smoke, which veiled proceedings earlier.
I've decided to start vaping instead. It seems to have been an advanced form of a smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army.
You have some weak lungs for someone who vapes. Good gracious, the army, what in the devil's name?
Indeed, I hate the army as well. It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught.
The Air Force doesn't exist yet.
And now occupies the stand.
Hi, Ziva!
Hello?
Your name, girl? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade in which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? Bitch, I'm asking you a question. What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? Ahem, if I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGilded. I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why is it that the wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? 'Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Very well, Mr. McGilded, give your testimony. Come on.
Cosima.
You will explain to the court why, exactly how this young woman was involved in the case.
Or we could just talk to the woman.
I'm just gonna stand here silently and gaily. I'm just gonna stand here panicked and gay. What did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. I mean, Mr. McGilded, it's kind of that eat the rich vibe from Mr. McGilded, so like, I'm also rooting against him a little bit. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, what the fuck is that word? Begorra. A loud thought and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start.
I really think they're trying to make him Irish, but like, they're from Jersey.
Right? There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where the scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
This all just sounds like a situation that you're like, maybe I should go ride another carriage.
Right, I think that maybe this is not a great place to be. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Is it Dr. Google time?
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's an Irish thing, but I don't know it other than like an exclamation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
It is, it's an interjection.
Interjection.
It's an Irish interjection.
That's all. I remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question...
Oh, it's a euphemism for the phrase, by God.
Yeah, apparently it merely means by God. So says Riddles.
Thank you.
This young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus, is that correct? 'Tis exactly as the defense counsel said. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel? I have never been less ready for anything in my life, but yes, my lord.
That's my boy. It's my dear Colonel.
Rather, no. I have no idea where to start.
He's just looking for Cosima.
Alright, he's like Cosima. He's on your other hip. Other hip.
You're looking the wrong way. Just grab hold of that sword and... ... gaily.
Yeah, I'm going to gaily and silently stand here. That's just, it's all he does is gaily and silently stand. On the night in question, I took the back seat. Okay. And when you first got an omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? There were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one in the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were, I see. Aye, and that's why I took the back seat as I did. 'Tis the most comfortable, so it is. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat?
Why, you can ask me about that in court.
By all means, 'tis exactly as you described it earlier. Talking about the seat opposite the one which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well.
Gaily.
Gaily and silently stand. Loud thud, you say, and a scream?
And Begorra, you say. What is this Begorra?
What is Begorra?
Begorra Tuluto. Nandeshouka.
Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Tis like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That's what I'm going.
Like that.
You think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor, having been stabbed? Well, now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. When the sound woke me, I opened my eyes, and there wasn't a single soul to be seen in the carriage but the fella on the floor. You didn't see anyone.
His thinking face is just...
Somewhat attractive, yes. But at the same moment, did you hear a scream? Ah, from the seats above you, on the roof deck, I presume. Not above me, no, my lord. 'Twas from the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes.
This whole thing, if he, like, picked a guy up... Yeah, thank you!
You sat him up? The victim, you mean? That it did, on the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. What the fuck would you do with that?
What?
You wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor, now would you?
This guy.
I would absolutely leave a dead man on the floor.
You might mention also that this is what... Oh, God.
You wouldn't touch a dead body, would you? I would absolutely leave the fucking dead man on the floor and leave the cart immediately.
Yeah, there's a dead guy on the floor. Exit the carriage.
Hi, Bruna. Wasn't it disrupted of a crime scene? It is.
Crime.
Fucking, yeah, he's definitely crime scene tampering. This old man not know how the law works when it comes to touching the dead. Tis common courtesy, so it is.
I find that a little hard to believe.
No one fucking asked you. Ara, Van Zieks.
Ara, Zeke-sama.
Ara. Lord Van Zieks, now why would that be?
Now I'm just gonna imagine this guy doing like the blushy thing at Van Zieks all the time. Ara.
I don't know how I always catch these streaming when I have to cook. I don't know, maybe it's because I happen to stream at cooking time.
Cook and stream. You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. But you clearly are not, and stop blushing at me.
Well, now, as you know, I'm something of a special line of business.
Oh, you are special indeed.
The business of being an idiot, of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest. Unfortunately, my lord, not everybody is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Bezos, I have to concur.
Right. Also, his hat is shaped like a ring pop.
Yes!
I know.
It is.
So I do try, wherever possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble.
I can't unsee it.
Are you suggesting you were just gonna leave the man there? Oh, heavens alive, no. I was intended to report, so I was. Only I had a mind to find out whys and wherefores first.
Leave that up to the investigators.
The whys and wherefores? You know someone who proposed with a ring pop?
Seriously, with a ring pop?
Oof.
Oof.
Right as you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got into meddling.
What? You wanted to investigate the case first.
You were the one who fucking tampered with the crime scene immediately.
Great.
That's great. A ring pop, the ring pop, fine. If that was what was agreed upon, fine.
Maybe we shouldn't talk because we are wearing $8 Amazon.
We are
rings.
wearing $8 Amazon rings they're like gold plated and the plating is starting to wear off.
Yeah, they're very precious to us.
Yeah, so they're actually kind of silvery color, but vaguely gold.
Seriously.
And yours doesn't even fit.
No, mine just falls right off my finger all the time. It's sad.
Yeah. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self just do the same?
No.
No. The scream says he heard at the same time as the thought of the victim collapsing.
Hold it!
What did you find? I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court there was no one else in the carriage except for yourself and the victim. I fucking lied. So I did, sir. So I did. And as far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well now, 'tis a queer thing.
No comment.
Well now, you're a queer thing. The wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside. It came from me ass. The strangest thing.
Fuck.
And that usually only happens after I have Taco Bell. Especially in the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. After eating those pizza tacos, you never know what comes out of the ass.
I prefer the taco pizzas.
That actually sounds delicious.
Oh, now I kind of want that.
Good gracious.
Just like make a mini pizza, but like roll it up like a taco. You know?
Well, I was thinking
see it?
like a taco, a pizza, but with taco toppings.
Yeah, that
Like
would be,
ground beef
that would
and
be delicious.
I mean, cheese is already on pizza and
but
like
can't you just imagine if you made a
taco
pizza?
seasoning.
If you had a pizza, if you called it pizza, it's a taco-sized pizza, but you hold it like a taco and you just go hum.
That's just a New York style pizza.
Well, yes, but New York style pizza is in the shape of a pizza. This would be in the shape of a taco.
I love you very much. Because the other ass could produce all 3 states better. True. Also got my crusher bracelet that was tad too big for their wrists.
Aww.
Aww.
That's cute.
That's really cute. Under your ass?
Go in there again.
When I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubby hole there for storage.
What the? Naruto-san, I'm a minor. Do I need to go now?
We already examined the omnibus ourselves.
There's a cubby hole under his...
Yes, of course, the whole omnibus was submitted as evidence.
This would be a very good time for you to go have a thorough look at inside and leave me alone here.
And that's what I found her.
Oh God, this is getting weirder.
Alright, do I have to look again? Alright, well, let's walk in, let's go into it.
Well,
Alright.
there we go again.
Okay, yeah, so we already did look. Like, there's the thing,
Yep, and there's the thing.
and then there's the storage. Now it's empty. Hang on, I swear to God it had shit in it last time.
There were things in there.
There was shit in it last time, come on!
There were things in there.
Where did all the stuff go?
What the fuck?
This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally
What?
There was shit in here last time!
They're gaslighting us.
Ryunosuke, you better fucking remember. Use your power of observation, your power of brain cell. Something doesn't seem right here. But I can't put my finger on what it is. I need to wait for my DVD fucking brain cell to hit the corner again.
Could it be that it's empty? Is that what it is?
Great. It's freaking empty.
Hold it!
You say she was hiding herself? Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, we fell in love. God damn it!
Seriously.
Me heart nearly stopped beating in my chest. You separate so you got out of your being a suspect to your boyfriend's murder. He had multiple brain cells. It's just that Kazuma had most of them, and now he's dead. And you know, well, you're really overacting to this. Sorry. Was that what he said? You're really overacting this, yeah. Still in all, I pulled her pulled her out from under there. And sat her on the seat opposite, so we could have a wee chin wag with her. The seat opposite. That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there. What the fuck, man?
Next to the dead gentleman.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, what the fuck?
You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position could all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking to her, I heard another scream. A fellow's voice this time. Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down to the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with a knife in his belly.
Like you do.
Fuck, man!
Like you do.
Did the judges sound like a villager, like a Minecraft villager? In other words, the previous witnesses did not, in fact, see you at all, Mr. McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was, in fact, this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Aye, me lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage, out of sight. Cool. It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and readily confused, perhaps, with this young girl. After that, of course, with the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. Thank you, I've heard enough.
So have we all.
The events explained are clear in my mind.
Really?
Guilty. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer. Earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. What? This girl here, a petty thief.
I'll just continue standing around gaily.
Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question. Holy fuck!
Poof. What the?
How dare you? What is the meaning of this? I just got shot with a fucking shotgun! Someone go get her! The girl, she's gone! Open your eyes. Oh. This you?
I'm over here. So she's not the Russian girl?
She looks almost like her. Like
This is like, it's
her eyes are not quite blue enough. The Russian girl had such like bright blue eyes.
Looking for the screen caps and like trying to find.
Yeah, Russian girl had like really fucking blue eyes. Like, yeah. No, like her eyes are like fucking.
Yeah, she had like
blue as shit.
Pale eyes.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not conceivable she got contacts. And like, the eye shape though.
I don't think it's the same girl though.
I'm gonna look at one more screen cap. Yeah, like her eyes are a different color.
It might be a small same face problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good gracious, how? What was the point of that little sidestep?
Indeed. I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on! That's what's in your heads, ain't it?
Hi, Nature of Gaming. How are you?
Hello?
I have to call you nature of gaming because there actually is another nature that comes around these. But hi! Thank you for coming. No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast.
Bam!
What the fuck?
Ah.
You took that like a champ, though.
Whoa. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers.
Oh, she's good with their. Wait, no, she's a child.
Yeah,
This is a child.
another
This is a
15-year-old.
child. This is a child. This is a 15-year-old.
I'm a professional, right? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns amongst weapons for thugs?
Whoa.
What the
this?
fuck?
Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheeled drags.
What?
It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best.
just multicolored smoke bombs? Incredible. This is all very exciting, isn't it? Do not wave that thing in my direction again.
I'm just going to have a gay drink.
Yes, I need to drink gaily.
So, I'm not even supposed to be here today. You admit that you were riding the omnibus in the night in question. I admit nothing.
'Tis all right, lass. You can tell them the truth now.
I tried to steal from this Bezos bitch.
I'm rooting for you.
Oh, right, yeah, it's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Miss Gina, you are valid.
Thank you for validating me. I'm going to go post about that a century from now.
Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. I don't. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus in the night in question.
All right, if I have to. Okay, they're not trying to make her Irish. Guess they're trying to make her kind of like
probably
low-class
probably
British.
Cockney.
Yeah. I'll have to watch some videos and study up.
Okay. I am Queen. Hello. This is me. I am Queen. This is my partner dancing.
I am dancing.
Yeah.
And this is my partner, Queen.
Yay! Together we are
Dancing Queen!
Yay!
And we actually didn't plan it that way.
We did not.
It just worked out.
It just happened. Our usernames happened to line up.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they ooked up the horses, just like always. Ugh. I need the moment, man.
Yeah. You know how you saw how long it took me to get into fucking McGilden's accent.
Like, I know what I can hear now what they're going for, but yeah, it's gonna take me some time to warm up in it. Part of me just wants to do like a Jersey accent. Okay.
I was going between Irish and fucking German.
Yes. Well, like, I want to make up a totally made-up accent for her that's just doesn't exist.
Yeah, go for it. Fuck it. Why
but
not?
It was a right waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitching you. Then after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of me skin I did, and the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. It did help me get away, mind. Just make shit up until I figure out.
He.
Yay.
Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let the street urchin go, Mr. McGilded. Oh, 'tis simplicity of myself, my lord. Itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. I was sitting on her. How?
He was sitting on her.
As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. Think of demonstration. I think a demonstration is called for.
Is it really called for?
Is it fucking called for?
Is it really called for, though?
We could just say there was a fucking... This is where I sat that night.
Is it?
And the cubbyhole in which you have spoken is underneath the seat, I presume?
Is it?
Empty, like it wasn't earlier in the trial, before the smoke bomb. Hello?
So is she hiding in there?
I think...
I don't remember what was the random shit that was in there.
So, here's what I think happened. Here's my grand assumption.
Yes.
So I think that she was watching, and there was shit in the actual cubbyhole. Like during the crime and everything.
Oh, and she got it back.
And so, yeah, so I think she smoked bombed it, took all the shit, and then went to Mr. McGilden and is like, here's what the fucking story is. We're sticking to it. And Mr. McGill is like, fuck if I care, I'm going to jail. Yes, it does appear large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there, because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration. So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself. If a young life was ruined in all that time, I knew she was innocent. Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question. Not at all, my lord, not at all.
All right, I forgot there are jurors.
Yeah, I gotta remember their fucking names.
Yeah.
Or their voices. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass. My goodness.
What a perfect gentleman. My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. Bam! Faha!
Hell yeah!
Woo!
Innocent as fuck, bitch.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Whoosh.
Like you did Wait a minute.
What?
Hold on.
Are we...
Innocent?
Is it... Where?
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury. Consensual. All of 6 members of the jury consent now, and they're leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
I'm a guilt sexual.
Yeah. Does that mean we win? Do we just win?
Do we win?
There's absolutely no way they're just gonna fucking let us win here.
Naruto-san, do we win? Are we done? Can we go home now?
It must mean what?
That we're victorious, I guess.
We've won? Are you sure?
I am not sure at all.
What the? Whoa! Mr. Van Zeeks!
Alright, this is...
Excuse me!
I thought that Kazuma in the first case was the gayest thing in this whole game, but...
He was like... I said, literally, last stream that he could not get any gayer, and then he pulls this shit.
Bam!
What the fuck?
I've just been sitting here silently and gaily all this time. Now, I must remark.
It would be super sick if he did that. It turns out he was wearing Heelys.
Uh-huh. Like, oh, is that an elevator shoe? If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. Huh?
What the Are you presenting yourself, sir?
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices.
Okay, I think I need to correct myself. He did not get gayer, but he did get, sluttier?
Yes.
I'm like, what is the word I'm searching for here?
Uh-huh.
Whorish? Yes. He is a big slut. Exclamation mark?
I'll show you a flaw in your practice.
I am staring. Look at how he is staring. He's like,
Oh.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Uh-huh.
I can see that homosexuality from space, but now...
Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. But I am not an emotional person whatsoever. That's why I threw my heel upon this bench.
Yes, I am perfectly calm at all times.
Perfectly calm with my wine.
Emotion? What is that?
The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission?
Depends on who you ask.
After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation.
And it was full of shit, yeah. Exclamation mark.
The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. And unless we have some very unfortunate things to say about this little thief, I do not believe it applies.
My posterior seat should be full.
Oh, dear God. It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
I thought the pen was a little more bluish. Good
Noted in
lord.
blue. The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilded's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What? Oh, come on, Ryunosuke. At the first case, he's like, observation is my strong suit. And then as soon as he fucking doesn't see the full, the carriage seat, like he's like, oh, I don't get it. It's just something I can't put my finger on.
That's my moron.
Yeah. Order. How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been affected? Counsel. I'm sorry, that was a weird sentence.
Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened.
He's
However,
obviously such a fucking emotional person, but tries very, very, very hard not to have outbursts.
I shall control myself. I've only had 3 bottles of wine so far. I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponiese friend.
Huh? Me?
That's you, yes, you. When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Are you self-respecting? Hooray.
Depends on who you ask.
Don't bother to answer that. What did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be? Do you stare
can
under the
disrespect.
seat?
You can disrespect me all you want, Van Zeeks. I am single. Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry. Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. Oh, this was all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. Well, counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
Yes!
Oh, he's being asked to lie by his own defendant?
This is a moment for him.
This is a moral crossroads.
He's like, wow, look at him trying to figure out.
Right, this is like, okay, so do I say that he's lying and take the win, take the easy win, or do I say I examined it and he's right, which throws suspicion on his defendant, but it leads them closer to the truth.
Closer to the truth.
So this is a fucking moral. I fucking love this. This is great.
Yeah, this is a really good one. And I don't feel like they've done this particular one.
They've. I mean, unless you count like the entirety of the last case of game 2.
Yeah,
But that's like that's
different.
That's Phoenix under duress.
That's really different.
That
this
was
is
Phoenix under
like
duress.
a moment within the trial.
Like he's the thing is like he's under almost no pressure to win or lose this trial. I mean, obviously the man's life is in his hands, but
Just,
like
just that.
But the thing is like there's really nothing riding on this, really. And it basically it wouldn't hurt him to go and take the easy win.
Yeah.
And so I think this is so interesting. I love this so much. I'm actually really, really enjoying this specific moment.
Yeah, this is cool.
Don't be a dick, Ryunosuke.
Here we go. Make the
Be
right choice.
Moral choice.
You can do it. You can do it. You can.
How am I supposed to answer?
I believe in you.
What can I say about the state of the compartment under the seat in the omnibus?
Ooh.
Ooh!
You actually get to
I
make
get to
the
choose.
choice.
Ryunosuke's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
It wasn't empty. He's a good boy. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as a counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes. Are you sure, counsel? Just occasionally he turns into an anime MILF.
It's just like you've got the big sparkly eyes with the big eyelashes.
Be whist. What are you saying now, you daft doll? I thought you were on my side here.
Yikes.
Okay, fucking sorry, Bezos. I'm here for the truth, you dumb bitch.
What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand.
What? You were the one who asked me. Is this a trick fucking question?
What are you trying to get at here?
Yes, I came back to another Ada by McWeirdo.
Yes.
Yeah. Ada.
Why would you say something to compromise his position?
Because I'm a good boy.
You are a good boy, Dukin.
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know clearly and honestly as possible.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy who just wants to find the truth.
He's such a good boy.
Interesting.
You were sitting there scolding me for answering honestly the question you asked.
Well, you have piqued my curiosity.
We do love good boys.
Yeah.
'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. If you didn't want me to tell the truth, you wouldn't have paid me to be your counselor, you dumb shit. You should have picked a bad boy, but you picked a good boy, a very, very good boy. But don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interest here, lad. No, I'm supposed to be fucking representing the truth. Now then. Fucking, I went back to German. Now then.
He's secretly a German banker.
Chef, thank you for gifting us up to Nature of Gaming.
Aw.
Heck yeah.
Yay.
That's your first gift sub in the channel. Fantastic. I'm so glad, so honored.
Thank you.
A fella's memory is a curious thing, not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubby under the seat was as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest to now admit that you might have been mistaken?
He's such a good boy.
Yeah, Kazuma would have been like, "Oh yeah, you should
That's
see.
my boy.
He's especially a good boy when he's in handcuffs. He's such a good boy." Are you gaslighting me? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
Is it because something's not right here?
Yeah.
Naruhodo-san?
I'm being gaslit. You bitch. I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
I should not like them to weigh in on it.
I think I want to take the win, but
forget. Was this you?
This was me.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. By the way, has anyone checked the top hat for a knife? There's this he could fucking openly carry a knife in this courtroom. Who gives a shit? One of the jurors is. Rianowski's carrying a fucking sword. So is Van Zeek's. Weapons are just allowed.
The girl gets to shoot off a smoke cannon and...
Also, pointing out that in the first case, nice. Good murder cone use.
Murder cone!
Pointing out in the first case, the gun was never submitted as evidence.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
No one gives a shit about murder weapons, I guess. That could probably, I already read that. The guild's rules state that the omnibus should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. There's lots of murder cones in the chat right now.
Murder cone!
That money-lending fleecer and the peck purse are lying. Oh boy.
No, what? Oh, really? What the... Oh, God. I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them.
What? Oh no.
Fuck you! It's a trick. Ba-found.
I should have won there. Stop this!
Quite so. I must concur here. Hate that, bitch.
Yep, knife out in the open. Alright, can we stop?
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Even though you flip-flopped twice already.
Every time I arrive at the truth, and when I arrive at it, it is true.
It's looking fine for the good boy. It's looking fine for the good boy. It's not looking so good for fucking After Me Lucky Charms here. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. Thank you, Rianosuke.
Oh, you're a very good boy.
Yeah. I must gracefully and gaily bow.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice and the empty wine bottle which I have removed from the bench. Clearly a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate, much like my thrusting my leg upon the bench earlier.
Yes. That was quite obscene, and for that I apologize.
But I do own it.
Do we want him to win for his own sake? I mean, if he doesn't win, he'd probably just be deported.
Okay. if he loses, then this guy dies. But I'm not particularly rooting for the
I was gonna say,
defendant.
oh no, we lost another capitalist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, so we lose a capitalist and fucking Rianosuke gets deported and he'll be sad because he doesn't get to fulfill his boyfriend's mission, sure.
I thought, his
Game over though, like,
Right.
end of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
It can't work that way.
We want good boy to win, yes, but Big Weirder can fudge off. Exactly. Exactly, Riddles. Also, I like how much you meow. Me and Sweetie meow at each other.
Mew.
Mew. Mew. Mew. Like, literally, that's how we communicate. And you can ask basically anyone who's been on voice chat with me with any period of time, is every time the Sweetie walks in the room, it's meow, 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 meow.
Is there a cat in the corner?
There is.
And can I pet it?
Thank you, Counsel. Yowing is the best. It certainly is. Meow. In fact, we've established, like, the door that comes out of this office is, like, when you open it, it makes this, like, really loud wrenching sound. It's, like, more like a popping, and it's a little startling. Especially when my partner's, like, right on the other side of the door. So every time I leave, I have to preface it with a mew, mew, mew. So the triple mew is, like...
Coming out the door.
I'm coming out the door.
And you conditioned me to be happy now when I hear the mew, mew, mew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
I like meowing.
Mew.
It's just fun. And we don't have a kitty, so it helps fill the void.
Mew, Mr. Zhongli.
Mew, Mr. Zhongli.
I don't have any Miura.
Yeah. Oh boy. Thank you, Council. Thank you, T-Chef. Thank you, Council T-Chef. Yes, this is what cat people do when they don't have kitties, is they meow to fill the void.
I'm conditioned to just drink when I slightly see what I think is T-Chef saying we have to drink.
Yeah.
Even if I can't quite read it from
Also,
here.
I tend to use the sit-up to actually do a stretch, because I do generally sit up pretty consistently.
Stretch like Van Zeeks.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, stick your leg up.
Stretch it out.
Yeah. I could probably throw my leg up on this desk, but it would knock over very many things.
We would be very sad.
It would knock over my water and it would defeat the purpose of the drinking. Anyway. But before we proceed any further, there is a matter of the outstanding cross-examination. You thought it was outstanding? Thank you, Judge. My lord.
Thank you for praising my Dukun. Bam.
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What? Literally what just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition because I told the truth one time. Mm-hmm. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. More like we haven't reached the truth in this trial.
Choop choop.
Cross-examination 2.
Oh boy. So I snuck inside the carriage before they blocked.
Yeah. Hold it! So you're already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run?
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of spinning a joy to make a few bar bear? That's a wrong idea, isn't it?
What? I suppose she means there's no point in spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Counsel, may I remind you that the girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
I'm a thief, but I'm not that petty.
Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence each, making 20, to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegoat riding for free. Scape race.
Scapegrace.
You know, the thing that isn't actually
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing. It's probably a thing in uncivilized countries where they have stupid accents like this, but... I'm kidding. I love you.
Conk of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself in under the seat. Nice and easy, right? But your hiding place is a storage compartment full of equipment for the coach, you know? I have nothing to say to
Who
that.
fucking asked you, you gay?
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it into a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived on the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
Seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue.
But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night.
A waste of time? Why is that?
If you said waste of time, what is that? I would say being here in this courtroom. Most nights I'm on my own. God permit, at least some of the time. What? What?
I beg your pardon. Do you say God permit?
Oh yeah, well that's what my kind call it. You would say the omnibus, I suppose. Point is, ain't no run. The carriage ain't got no one in it for a while.
That's when you come out of your hiding place and get away?
That's it. Only that tonight. This Culver sat in me seat from the start. And he didn't budge it all the way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin?
I was stuck under this bloke's ass. Right, mister?
To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. I do have a pretty big ass. You wouldn't know by looking at me. You don't expect to lift a cushion you've been sat on and find a child, now do you? That's not anything I've seen at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Even though we've established there was shit in there.
So you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Hold it!
Is it though? So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all?
Not a jot. Most days I just push up the cushion with my head and look out the crack.
Thank you for appreciating our voices.
Thank you. Now I can have a butcher's at who I'm going to fiddle.
I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher.
I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get on there ain't as plush as the other one, you see? So most of the time, the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over my head.
He says it was that's the most comfortable seat. And for that reason you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out, I see.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in a clink. I hear you like small dark places. It's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's opposite choice.
I mean, I've been so far just in this game alone. I have been shoved into a cabinet, a trunk, being like a traveling someone's luggage, and then a wardrobe. So, yeah, small dark places. I kind of live there.
That's my idea, Ken.
Yeah. Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? I'd say there's some reason she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor.
So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I'd just stick it out on there. Nothing else for it. Then after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out my skin.
When you say a loud bang, do you mean someone was fucking on the seats? Do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor and getting wait. Something's happening in my head right now.
I meant the sound of this man's ass right next to
Look
me.
at her expression. She's like, get your head out of the gutter. What the fuck?
Oh man, that is a face.
She's like, oh my god.
Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Also, I'm a minor. Point is, it made me jump.
And you let out a scream involuntarily?
That's right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And then I felt the cushion over me. I'd get lighter all of a sudden.
Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes.
Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not?
Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
Yeah, I saw it.
Exclamation mark?
Exclamation fucking mark! I pushed up the curtain and I had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? Irishman was sitting up the bloke what? Falling on the floor on the seat opposite. I didn't understand a word she said, but it probably matches Mr. McGilda's account. But then, fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. Looked at that ass and I'll never be the same. Scarred for life, I am.
Hold it!
And when Mr. McGilda discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place.
Scared stiff I was. Dragged me out and sat me out on the seat and all.
He's such a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
He's like, here, I just sat this like fucking dead dude up.
I'm starting to think he did it.
Yeah, honestly, can this guy die, please? You know, that would kind of be a twist because again, the game 2, last case of game 2, it kind of puts you in the conundrum of defending someone who's guilty. but like you kind of know that most of the time. This is like, I kind of want to arrive at oh no, he's actually guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want.
It would actually be really interesting.
It would be pretty new for an Ace Attorney
Yeah,
game.
it really would be. Especially this being his first case all on his own.
Right. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Yeah. Bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding.
I think we all just really want Mr. McGilden to be executed.
Yeah. Or this could be a case where it's like, you have to deal with the fact that, like, he actually is not guilty, but everyone just fucking hates the guy.
Yeah.
You know? But maybe it's someone super sympathetic who actually did the thing.
I mean, but we've been through that before with fucking Wendy Oldbag.
Yeah, that's true.
Not treading new ground for Ace Attorney.
Okay. No bleeding. And the carrot lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. That sounds really terrible. Both my hands got covered in blood, made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands covered in blood. That must have been what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked to Mr. McGilden for a while, is that correct?
Basically, he forced it. Asked me some stuff. Wanted to know me name and what I was up to and that. I heard something from up above. Someone screamed.
Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume.
Thought it was Mr. Second, but whatever. Well, I don't want no one seeing my face, so I didn't look up. The horses were drawn up smartest, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later." All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent. We could almost have gotten out of here.
For one brief, shining moment, yes. We could always say it was Cosmo's ghost who got frustrated on the bus because he couldn't try that one thing with Renosuke and just stabbed the guy.
I can't use my earthly body to have my boy again.
God, I'm so horny in this
So
ghostly
horny.
form.
I just have to use this sword that represents my soul and...
And he can't masturbate with that unless he's really brave.
Anyway.
Sorry, I kind of mentally went off on a different tangent there.
So it's clear that they're all still very unsure, and frankly so am I, and so are you, and basically everybody here is pretty unsure, so maybe if we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, we could get somewhere. You know, clinch that verdict and get out of here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Though I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Oh.
Come on, brain cell.
You can do it, you can.
Come on, brain cell.
I believe in you.
I feel my brain cell somewhere. It feels like a Cosmo.
You can.
I can feel something.
I stuck inside the carriage, but they opened up and blah, 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 blah. It was right wasting time.
Top of the skin. Oh, so I pressed everything, right?
I guess so.
Something's bothering him. So what's bothering him?
What's bothering him?
Okay,
What's
let's
the
actually
record?
let's. Oh no! No! I didn't want to there.
Is this something where did we see any difference between the two of them?
I meant to press the court record. Maybe like I didn't see anything. I mean, I could try like fucking talking to Mr. McGilda, but I
don't see him
yeah.
changing.
Well, the thing is, like, I pressed everything, and that thing was up through all of it. Okay, so here's what we got.
Armband.
I inherited from Cosmo. Okay. Internal hemorrhage, stab wound, blah blah blah. Photograph of the victim. Okay, he was stabbed.
So, like, she says her hands were covered in blood, but, like, there's just, like, blood in one place on this guy.
Right, and, like, the knife was still in him, so that would be kind of dangerous.
I don't really get why she would be so bloody when if there's not blood all over something else.
All right.
But,
Yeah, the fucking button is bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just the button was always like that. Leather gloves was wearing at the time of the incident. There's a blood stain on the right glove. Crime scene. Knife. Debtors. Okay, I don't think that we have any. Nothing to show. Can't see anything in the hiding place. Hear a loud bang. Okay,
I don't
might...
suppose, like, he moved on, like, he twitched on his left-hand side. You know, like, that we couldn't visibly see him react?
I don't know. So let's, I mean, I'm gonna try pressing again, but like...
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Let me ask you something, Mr. McGilded. Oh, what would that be, fella? Do you have something to say about that last statement? Oh, not really. I'm altogether happy with what's been said. Kind of you to ask, still and all. Here, have yourself a tip.
This guy.
Does he think I was asking after his general well-being? Okay, so if he doesn't have a reaction, then it doesn't fucking matter.
You can't see a blind thing in that hiding place.
It's pitch in there. Maybe. Let me. I wonder if there's a hole in
right?
it.
Is there, like...
Okay, let me.
Let's just fucking go in.
Gotta see their commentary every time.
Is there, like... Is there a crack?
Oh, sorry. Oh, there isn't really a crack. Does look like it would be pretty fucking dark in there.
Yeah. There's... Okay, so there's blood on the floor. And there's blood on the seat.
That's blood, isn't it?
Something wrong?
That's just, well, the blood stain is so obvious, that's all. Yeah, Ben Zeke made no mention of it.
Suppose it does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Yeah, that is... It's weird. There's just like a bunch of blood there.
Okay. I don't know. It seems like it would be pretty fucking dark in there.
And there's blood where the guy was sitting. You hear a bang.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so let's
What was the bang?
the guy falling over.
That was the bang.
Okay, let's press again and we'll see if I missed something maybe.
Hold it.
Okay, he's not reacting, blah blah blah. He doesn't. To be fair, I wasn't totally paying attention to him the whole time. He's just still as a fucking statue.
She says that he didn't budge an inch. But then he did to pick up the guy.
Shocked as anyone.
Hold it.
Glance over to him.
Oh, he appears to be.
What?
So I don't know. This strikes me as odd because he's like, I sit over there because it's most comfortable. But I had to press again.
Whoa. That's intense.
He's laughing. What are you laughing at, my dude?
Excuse me.
Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? I do apologize. Was there something the matter, me counsel? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself.
I've learned how to think lately.
Oh, no, it was nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad, shut up in the dark. It was terrifying, so it was. I see, yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm just still scared of the dark now. And yet, I keep getting shoved into small dark places. I call BS on that old fart. Honestly, fuck this guy. I don't know about yourself, but I find the darkness seems to make everything you hear that much louder as well. This guy, look at the way he's looking at her. This is like,
this is
you better fucking say what I coached you to say, or you are so much fucking trouble, lady. I'm gonna murder your whole family.
Yeah. I suppose it does, maybe.
Exclamation mark. Miss Lestrade? Did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps?
Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
Jabbers, there's no need to tell the world of me foibles? You little scamp.
What a pity.
What the fuck is a foible?
What is a foible?
Foible.
Foible's like a little mishap, kind of, sort of. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue. If only she had heard something.
If only she had heard something, we might have get a clue.
I didn't hear anything, though. Unfortunately, I heard nothing. Nothing.
It's too bad that she can't hear us talking about this. Yeah. What do you mean make of that last statement I've heard? It's profoundly important!
It's totally insignificant. It's profoundly important.
It's probably some kind of contradiction that he knows that I don't.
Bam.
My lord!
My lord!
My lord!
What a contradiction this is!
I have become British all of a sudden!
Goodness gracious!
Good lord! What a statement!
Are you done yet?
No.
Then carry on.
Also, my voice has dropped a couple octaves as well. I am now you, Mr. Van Zeeks.
Shall we have some wine then?
Ah, indeed. Indubitably. Ergo. I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
It'd be really funny if he was like, my lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly insignificant.
This is profoundly fucking useless. This is all garbage. Please let me go. Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing. Yes, which is the profoundly important part. I'm almost sure of it. Like, 75%. I'm almost certain I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless.
Gotta love the casual racism.
Racist alert? Yeah, fucking seriously. Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What are you on about? I get all mine from this girl who gets me a bottle, and then I've got to sell some bottles to some other people. For my supplements. Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Won't work on me.
That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move.
I prefer to shoot the judge in the face with a smoke gun, but straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring.
Okay, so maybe there's something about there are passengers.
Go to the glove a second. Go to the glove a second. Okay, just keep going.
On the roof deck.
We still don't get the motivation to kill this dude.
No. Maybe. Okay. All I could hear was snoring. Alright, let's press it at least.
Hold it!
So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself?
Not exactly, no.
Sorry?
Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. Could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me.
And Mr. McGilden sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct?
Yeah, would you Adam and Eve into that? What a mug! So then all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out there. Soon I heard him I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped in there, I never heard the door open. Whoa. Yeah?
He's shocked.
I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to the market snoring like an old dog he was.
I'll fucking kill you. What the fuck did you say about me, you fucking bitch?
I take it all back.
Are there any conclusions I can draw from that, I wonder? It doesn't add up.
Makes total sense. What are you talking about?
We're just gonna pretend that doesn't add up because I don't know what the fuck he's on about.
Doesn't add up.
So basically she had to irrigate his fat ass through a cushion. No,
Exactly.
that's the contradiction.
The whole thing.
He was at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
He was farting up a storm and she didn't even hear it.
Yep.
Miss Lestrade, what
Okay.
you've just told the court.
Now, like, he heard her scream and opened the thing and he found her.
Right.
She didn't hear him
Right.
through the same thing.
Right.
So what the fuck? Right?
Miss Lestrade, what you've just told the court is clearly at odds with the fact he had the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell and was obviously farting so much.
You know about the combination pizza and Taco Bell?
At odds? Are you sure, man? Absolutely. I've been to that combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, and let me tell you, I was rocket powered the next day. The worst.
But have you been to the Pizza Hut? And the Taco Bell?
Yes.
I've been to the Pizza Hut. I've been to the Taco Bell. It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared.
So Van Zeke realized it too.
See, I am attracted to people who begin to develop intelligence.
Yes. I am attracted to people who occasionally have a brain cell and tell the truth even when it means that they would win if they lied.
I'm neither attracted to morons nor attracted to geniuses. I'm only attracted to people in the middle.
This very specific,
This moment of...
very specific level of intelligence is stupid until proven smart.
It's a specific kind of sapiosexual, you see.
Yes.
The lack of sapio into the sapio.
Right, it's what you call the Miles Edgeworth sexual, in which the person that you are attracted to is mostly stupid, but then occasionally is quite brilliant and it's too much and I'm blushing.
dear. I need some more wine.
Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least. Yes, my lord. I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court. Oh, you want me to demonstrate? I don't even know what it is. According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilden snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think!
You can do it.
Come on, brain cell! You can do it!
You can do it, you can. Think.
Come on, brain cell! Come on, brain cell! Come on, come on, Ryunosuke! Think. Come on, brain! Be so smart!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Smack that face.
There's something else she should have heard. Show a person. They were telling you about a person before. Right?
See, he's suggesting also some
Right.
complicit party's name, so it's a person.
Alright, so let's check the court record first before I decide.
Yeah.
What do we...
It's Susato.
Oh, this guy,
It's
he's so
strong.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
God, he's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
I just kind of lost track of how long she was saying she didn't hear anything.
Well,
Because,
see,
like, first screamed.
because
But
okay,
I
so
just, like, haven't been really paying attention.
my thing is that, like, okay, so here's my reach. No, he still has his last brain cell. His beloved, just carried most of the brain cells. He still has his one DVD logo brain cell that occasionally, when it hits the corner, then he has a single thought.
Ryukun has my sword, and I have his other brain cell.
Right. I have your soul, Kazuma. So here's my reach, is that she should have heard these two getting on, like the roof deck, because the door was locked. After McGilded got on board. So the door was locked, and so they had to climb on top, which would have been probably noisy.
But, okay, so wait, she said she heard a bang that was like the dead guy falling on the floor?
Right, she heard that, but
Okay, so shouldn't she have heard him screaming when he got stabbed and died?
I guess, but all right. How about this? How about not that? How about
this?
How about the? I'm so confident I'm going to save the game.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with my idea first because I have the controller.
Yep. Let's do it.
So I'm gonna try to show a person. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate.
All's fair in love and Ace Attorney.
On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. Sound very clearly explained by the presence of this following person. This guy. Present.
Take that!
Nope. Okay, cool.
Ugh.
Oh.
Haha.
God, that gay point's so good.
Yep. He just makes you look even more like a bottom.
Right. Okay, let's try being stabbed.
The stabby stab.
Actually. Oh shit! I didn't mean to actually present that. No. I was gonna see.
Well, you got time. Throw it all out.
Alright, yeah, we'll just fucking. You can smell the confidence in that slave slot, exactly.
I'm just imagining that he's actually doing this, and Susato is
it's
like,
the knife! It's this guy!
I don't know him. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh god,
Not associated with him. Autopsy report? Because it shows the death. Stabby stab.
Take that!
Would have had to have heard the guy
no,
again.
okay,
Nope,
so it's not that.
But we get to watch him gaily point.
Yeah, we do get to watch him gaily point, and we get to watch him smack himself in the face a couple of times.
Yes, that is fun.
Yeah. Smack. Okay. Oh wait, no, not an evidence. We don't need an evidence.
But too bad, I guess.
Oh, I guess we're evidencing.
My armband! She would have had to. Just whatever you do, don't save.
Yeah, no, I'm loading.
Okay. I'm glad you have the controller, because I would totally make that mistake. Like, you
Yeah.
know, automatic fingers.
Okay. Show a person. Well, what about... Okay. So this guy... I don't think that there would have been anything about this guy. What about this guy?
He's got a scream, right?
Yeah, he's the guy who screamed, but he screamed, like, after.
Take that!
Nope. Okay, I have no fucking idea what's going on here.
She would have heard the guy getting murdered.
Maybe we should present the guy?
Present the guy. She would have heard him getting murdered.
Snacks back. Oh, a person?
Take that!
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Or maybe she should have heard him get on?
Well, she should have heard him getting stabbed and die.
True.
Like, he got stabbed and he died from internal hemorrhaging, so she should have heard him go, ah.
Yeah, but
ouch.
Like, that's the fucking thing, is that they don't give you the context to fucking say that.
Right.
Like,
The idea is the guy died on this carriage.
like I presented the knife like he got fucking stabbed.
Right, yeah. And he died in the
Whatever.
autopsy report, and like, all of those things should have been connected to this.
Whatever.
Ace Attorney.
Whatever. Thrice fired Mason. Yes, my lord. Sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear
Whoa.
is that of the victim, Mr. Mason boarding the omnibus. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that he got on after Mr. McGill did, I guess. Ooh, that confident point. Hell yeah, that's pretty sexy. Order, explain your reasoning, counsel. Miss Lestrade, let me confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus, is that correct?
Yeah, of course I was. Got on while drivers in the pub, didn't I?
And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGill did? Wait, if the guy got stabbed before McWeirdo got on, and McWeirdo only said that he adjusted the body to explain the fingerprints while I just put the body there. I'm afraid I don't follow. He adjusted the body to explain the fingerprints. I mean, they don't have fingerprinting. It's the 1900s. The early, like the turn of the century between the 1800s and the 1900s. They don't really have fingerprints. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at the time. Did it not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I saw him get on, remember, through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure.
And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey, during which time you did not hear the door opening or closing at all?
Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, wasn't it? Waiting for his spell to leave.
In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage?
Oh well, he was in the box with me.
Nah. Sorry. We all know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin in the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts.
He's very intense.
Sorry, that was you.
Ooh. Ah! Yes, this petty thief's statement was clearly flawed.
Lord Van Zeeks. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Talk dirty to me, Van Zeeks. I mean, sorry, my boyfriend's soul is right here and pushes it behind him.
Summer Kazuma sheds a single tear.
Right, don't listen to him, Kazuma. I know I only make this horny pose for you, but have you seen this guy? He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. I hope you guys are wearing headphones because you're about to hear this a lot.
It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
Are you mocking me? What are you talking about? I'm not learned.
You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Old lady, no!
Oh no! What the? No.
She didn't even say anything.
Didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways.
Oh, that's very sweet.
No.
I like this old lady, honestly.
But I must say, I too had an OnlyFans back in my day. I can't abide liars. Neither can I.
But Mr. Foreman.
I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salubrious ways. What the fuck is salubrious? But I must say, I cannot abide liars.
Ooh, the maid now.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Not Oda-san, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty. We're never getting out of here.
I
Excuse
can
me while
see
I
your
pour.
sword through your wine glass, sir.
Your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. Have a drink with me. Oh. To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Wow. Very refreshing.
Oh, I'm too homosexual for this. Ah, what are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Eastern man? Fucking racist here.
Casual racism. Oh,
What
God.
the fuck, my dude?
This is called this process.
Stop it. I don't want to look at you. Juror number 2 is the only one left.
Naruto-san, the way this is going.
I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone Mr. McGilden's innocent, the judge will rule and we'll have lost. I very much wanted to believe the words of one of the London's most respected gentlemen, but those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Thank you.
Don't!
Bam.
Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth,
Ooh!
it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case.
He's yaktening it. What are you saying?
There is a practice where I come from. It's called gyoktening the Saibon.
Do tell.
It's when I turn this whole case around.
Exclamation mark.
Counsel! I'm sorry, sir? Whatever you mean. Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my judge. Explain yourself at once.
Rogue, salubrious.
Jesus Christ.
When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen.
They definitely put some fucking vocabulary words in this game.
Salubrious is healthy. Right?
Alright.
And what was the other one? Prorogue?
Hold on.
Prorogue is to discontinue a session of a parliament or other legislative assembly without dissolving it. Wow.
What the fuck? Some fucking
Damn.
vocabulary words.
Goddamn. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time as testified by the witness in the stand.
And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage.
May I gaily point out, if this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus?
There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage.
I love how he's just like, take a deep breath, and then panic. Oh.
He dropped in through the sunroof?
What?
Maybe?
What? Ooh, there's another entrance. There's another entrance. The blood right in the middle of the thing with no blood anywhere else.
So somebody murdered him on the top.
Yes.
Dropped him
Dropped
down.
him right down through the poop. And that's how you wouldn't hear anything until...
Right, so the guy was asleep in the fucking cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was on the roof with this guy.
And dropped the guy down there.
Stabbed him. Fucking chucked him through the sunroof.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the damn thing. Ran off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm guessing it's fair play.
Wait! Yeah, no, it is totally fair play because the guy was wearing the hat.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it was dark. So maybe he thought it was Mr. McGilded.
Thought it was Mr. McGilded.
Fucking stabbed the dude.
Can we go into the court record and look at the thing on fair play again?
Yeah, he owes him money.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry.
Meow. Okay, let's look at that book.
Oh, the book.
The book. I just wanted to remember the specific thing we had on him. Yeah, he was due to repay his loan immediately.
I would have to like open it and examine it, but like,
cool.
Yeah, he would have had to
Resume
imminently.
So he was like, "Oh, I gotta kill McGilded." He
Maybe
thought it was him.
Okay, so this is my thing. Maybe this knife is like a family heirloom, and so the Bricks McGee was gonna give it to McGilded to like for him to like pawn to pay off his loan or something, and so he was like here, like maybe the fair play like got. Like saw the knife and is like, this is McGilded, took it from him and stabbed him with it.
Could be. Seems reasonable in Ace Attorney land.
That's my grand assumption.
There's another entrance. Yeah.
If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection.
I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. I long to see it, actually.
Who knew that fair play would be involved in foul play?
Ooh.
Good one, Riddles.
Dun dun dun. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Just take a look at the two beautiful lounges and the gorgeous window views from this omnibus. It can be yours for the low, low price of 20,000 pence. Also, there's just windows and doors. Fixed windows that cannot possibly open in short. There is no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection.
But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered.
Oh, really?
He popped up from the floor.
Is that so?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
brilliantly stupid.
One other way inside that isn't the door.
Another way inside?
Yeah. Another opening. Which could be allowed. The use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the closed cabin. Another opening in which someone could be inserted into. To
Exclamation.
someone's undercarriage. All right, counsel. I think we're getting off the rails a little here.
Get a room! Not this one!
It's like we're in a room.
We're in a courtroom.
Because of the text. The defense will identify the location for the court.
Objection.
Here is the omnibus in which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance? Do you propose the victim entered the cabin? The fucking skylight!
It's the skylight.
Present!
Take that.
The fucking skylight, obviously. I say, the fucking skylight.
Language.
You will use polite language in my courtroom.
Objection.
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words, however.
I do. Only I say I do in court. The skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through. I should know my skylight is almost that big.
So you claim. Why don't you try falling through it yourself?
I can prove it to you.
Demonstrate it.
Sure.
You have a shred of evidence to show us?
I mean, I could fucking go through. Fucking omnibus is right here. Let me fucking open it and jump through.
Show you how there's just blood in the middle of the floor.
Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained, as the sound of the victim falling from his seat, having been assaulted with the dagger. Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from a seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witness would describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact. Good gracious! Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it. I liked his little shaking of the head. It was very sexy. There's also another sexy shaking of the head.
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. Ridiculous, I love it. That's simply impossible.
How can you be so sure?
Because if the victim had fallen inside, through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen, oh dear. He's figured it out. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Because they're guilty as sin, but...
Well, yes, that's true, but...
Okay, I'm betting that first was the accomplice.
Or, I think first came on later.
He came on the thing later?
Yeah. Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Mr. McGilded? To be sure now, the two fellas who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling into the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye. 'Tis a case of them being unable to say. Ooh.
Interesting.
I think perhaps the two fellas do be having some of a compelling reason not to mention what happened.
Ooh.
Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Humph.
Oh my goodness, surely not.
Those two chaps on the roof?
You mean the ones who struck that knife in the man were?
Ah! Hmm.
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? What are you doing?
He said you rotter. What are you insinuating?
What the fuck was that, though?
That was...
This is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I. What the fuck?
Mr. Fairplay! You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and a well-respected banker. Will you stop that?
I'm just a weirdo.
I'm
just a kinkster.
He's just throwing it back.
I have a fetish. I don't know how to explain it.
Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts, it's a disgrace, it's scandalous, it's... I protest in the strongest possible terms.
Oh, whoa. I protest too about you, you rotten scoundrel.
He's thirsty with a U. First is thirsty with a U.
First. Yikes, that ass back there.
Right, he's just fucking...
A little quasi.
So it would later become the twerk.
Mm-hmm.
Order! This is not the time, witnesses. I will not protest this wanton invading of the stand.
Wanton invasion, indeed. Wanton.
Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know. My wanton display is is quite fitting for this court.
I'm just going to be rubbing my ass against this other guy next to me.
My lord, if I may comment.
I'm going to look at you, and I'm going to put my hand up here so I don't see that display.
Allow me to preface this with that I am 5 bottles in.
Right, I'm 5 bottles in, and I am very gay, but even I'm not gay enough
For that.
For that. I'm a refined gay. Go ahead, Lord Van Zeeks.
It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. I think he's the one who needs to, get the hopping beside him. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof.
I like that you call me your friend.
My friend?
Last person I called my friend was actually my boyfriend.
Single tear rolls down Kazuma's cheek.
Maybe one day, Van Zeeks, you can call me your partner.
Double tears roll down Kazuma's cheeks.
Kazuma in the afterlife is like, no! Don't move on so fast!
Ryoken. Ore no Ryoken.
Accuse? I never intended to...
It seems you never intended anything, because you don't have more than a brain cell. Your command of the English tongue is wanting.
That's exactly a depiction of Kazuma. The poor boy. Hold on, let me see if I have any good emotes. It's the big sad. There we go. There's some Kazumas. Kazuma's in the chat. Beautiful. I think that's all I've got. Yeah. I'm not subbed to very many people. Alright, did we do the thing?
Did we do the thing?
Did you read the thing?
Yes, I did read this thing.
Okay. Exclamation mark.
You proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus.
No, I proposed to you.
Kazuma. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events.
Well, Kazuma, if someone hadn't died all of a sudden, I was grieving.
You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt.
The criminal
guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation.
with K's.
Accusation in our Russian British courts of law.
Right. Are we in Russia or Britain? This is weird.
I don't know anymore. I've had 5 bottles of wine.
We're in St. Londonsburg. Exclamation mark. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but...
One of these days, Phoenix Wright will be proud of you, boy.
You can't just dismiss it without a second thought. I was doing what we like to call in the biz, winging it. This is you.
Oh, that's right. I'm this asshole. Okay. Why waste some time? We'll get to testify.
Exclamation mark.
I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow.
We have to see this matter through now, one way or another. There's filth and rubbish in our midst, and we must dispose of it at once. Testify! Testify! Testify!
What's happening, Naruhodo-san? Are they trying to make testify happen?
The spectators of the public gallery are... They're in a complete frenzy, and they're actually chanting!
They actually recorded that, and they re-recorded that in English. That's impressive.
Amazing. Unless that was the original recording.
You know, they are in a British courtroom, so they could have actually recorded it as testify.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'll have to check, like, the...
I actually do want to look at a run-through of this in Japanese.
Kinda, yeah. Well, we should check it for sure. Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord. you will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought upon by the defense. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
No, you came here to thrust your booty up against the other dude.
That is what I came here for.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is bluff it and keep pushing forward. Just like Kazuma would.
Just like I would do to you, my dear Ken.
Right, you just keep pushing forward.
Just imagine I'm right behind you.
Right, I just say, it's fine, I'm fine, Kazuma, just keep pushing forward. This is getting a little too dirty. Hang on. Maybe I should start tagging these streams with ASMR.
Where?
We were the only two people on that roof deck, dead or alive, I can swear to that.
If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us knew the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
Oh, that's where
Uh-huh.
you're gonna get him. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. Nah, just go right to that statement and press. Ooh, yeah.
Not.
That's what that button does.
Not.
Anyway. I mean, honestly, that's for all of the sexual jokes we've made in this playthrough. Yes, it's a literal nut button. That's also what, hold on.
Yeah.
That's also
Do the emoji.
This.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Nut button.
Nut.
Thank you, Bruta. A drink.
Drinky drink.
Yeah, I needed that one. Yeah, I for sure needed to rehydrate after that. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? Yeah, it's for the nut button.
Nut.
I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine how either witnesses could have performed any malevolent act on this rooftop deck, except for maybe something sexy,
Oh.
without the other noticing forthwith.
Yep. This is why I say they're in cahoots.
Either that, or it happened after this guy boarded,
Right. Yeah.
or before this guy
Right, before he came on. And,
before first came on.
yeah. Exactly.
That's right, you see.
Wait, innocent, I tell you, my behavior may not seem so innocent, but that's nothing to do with it. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
What?
What do you think we are, Russia? Eh? According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings. Ha! Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich.
This guy's a fucking.
I killed the man. I'll kill all of them.
Yes, the stabby stab guy is the most progressive person on this jury.
Seriously.
All cops are bastards. Eat the rich.
Stabbity stab.
Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Because you're about to find out the real truth.
The truth? I think maybe, this guy, Mr. McGilda didn't stab the guy, didn't kill the guy, but is absolutely a rat bastard.
Yeah, and he also acted like a total weirdo.
Right. I think that he's like, I didn't kill him.
But hey.
But not my fucking loss.
Yeah,
Counsel to defense, over to you. You're cross-examined, please. Counsel for the defense. Over to you.
Well, I'm here on the scene.
Yes.
Literally, they brought the scene into the courtroom, and
Right.
the scene is right behind me.
The weather, we're indoors. Oh, yes, my lord. Okay, actually now I'm seeing it. So when the eyes like go like the crisscross there,
Yeah.
it looks like he's Apollo Justice's face with Phoenix's hair.
Yes.
Because you see like the one spike he has in the
Yeah.
back, but also like he has that Apollo face.
Yeah.
So it feels like that like Apollo plus Phoenix like fucking like
Yeah.
hybrid.
I like his thinking face the most. I feel like it's the most unique, and he just has like this.
He's just very handsome.
He's just,
yeah. I also like that secondary thinking face where he's like,
Kazuma?
a thought has occurred.
A thought has occurred.
Dead or alive, I can swear to that. Okay, I want to press this.
Hold it.
So you had never met. See, I like this sprite. I like this sprite too.
He likes
Mr. Tap
he's
Tap
like,
tap those papers.
the way he looks like he's almost smiling. You know?
Yeah.
He's just like,
Yeah.
He's
Well,
confident.
quite, yeah. So you've never met Mr. Thrice Fired Mason before.
Right? Huh?
Lume?
What? Lume?
Yeah, can we get a pronunciation on that, please?
Lume. It's British to express surprise, interest, or approval.
Can we get a
Do you have pronounce?
pronunciate?
Pronunciate? Where?
Can we
Okay.
get
Wiktionary? You have the audio? It's from Lord Love Me.
Oh my,
Lord-
so
Lord
lummy.
Lummy. Yeah. Oh, Lummy.
Lord Lummy.
Oh, Lummy.
Oh, Lummy, no. Not once, never.
I have never heard a single British person say that in entirety of my existence. I'm guessing it's old.
Right.
He never met the man before, he said. Never. This guy's just weird.
And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim either?
That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. Well,
The hat, though.
the hat, though.
Anyway. No, I imagine not.
Even though he's wearing a very fancy hat.
See, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the Ooh, to the gentleman who was inside this cabin.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me,
sir. Mr. McGilded. What the fuck are you laughing? Yes, Counsel. What can I be doing you for?
You're gonna be doing me for nothing.
Yeah, wouldn't like you to do me at all,
Don't do
actually.
me.
You're like the last person in this courtroom that I would like to do me. I have a list of like 6 or 7 people that would come far before you.
Including Grandma.
Right, I was gonna say the judge is above you on people I would allow to do me in this court. Anyway, did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. Is that right now? I wonder.
Oh.
Exclamation mark.
He's bringing it up.
What are you insinuating now?
It's like, we already had the evidence. We didn't get the chance to present it. I feel cheated.
Ah, Mr. Fairplay. 'Tis been too long, so it has. Eh? If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your repayment date. I beg your pardon. You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion. Well, now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might be a motive for a fellow to pass his crimes off on another. Exclamation mark. And young Mr. First.
Oh boy. Me, sir? What do you want to do with me, sir?
You do be making hats for a living, do you not? There's a top hat sliding about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it?
Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door.
The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis very distinctive design, so it is.
Okay, so, like, we have the two pieces of evidence that demonstrate that they have a connection
Right.
to all of this shit. And I just don't like that he gets to basically bring this up, you know? We don't even get a chance.
This guy's such a rat bastard.
Yep.
I hate him so much.
He is. Ugh. Oh, many first customers like it. I mean, many well, they like a distinctive touch.
Customers, such as thrice-fired mason. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence before my lord.
See, we didn't even get to submit this. Meow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This you mean? I can't help thinking that the poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say?
Oh! That's one of my hats.
Aye, that is. So it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. Exclamation mark. The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir.
This guy's such a fucking bastard.
God.
I hate him so much. Well, there's really nothing more to add. Wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here had the remote is connected to the victim, you see.
Oh.
I rest my case. You see, I did the same gay bow that the other guy did.
Mm-hmm.
You weasel! Ah! He's better at this than I am.
Gosh, well, Mr. McGilded has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he?
Please don't let my little interruption hold up the proceedings.
Hat Hunter.
Oh!
You got the Hat Hunter award. Yeah, just this.
I
mean- Is this?
Right, but what do we present?
I don't know, I guess the shit that he just... The fucking photo? I
guess.
Wait, did we press this and that's why?
Yeah. Yeah, so what if we... Oh god, sorry.
No motive. Oh, that's not all, is it? Just present the fucking
Sorry, because like one of the bumpers is press and the other one is the court record. So maybe this?
I mean, that's showing that he disconnected McGill.
I'm saying, yeah,
which I don't
well,
think
I'm
they're...
saying that there, yeah, there's... Alright. Alright.
What if
Did
it's
I
just-
save? You saw me do that, right?
I think so. Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We can see the timestamp, right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and... Hat?
Yeah, hat.
No. Okay, well... 8:05, yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, I am on... Yes, okay, I'm on loading. Alright, yeah, I think he was just pointing something out. I don't think that... Maybe we just pressed the rest. I know. Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time? I'm gonna lose my block with you in a minute.
He's gonna lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said.
Take a look for yourself. Go on.
Take a look at this photograph.
You see, it's fast shut now, just like it was on the night. Yeah, but that looks like a... So it is, of course. A fellow the size of Mr. Mason could likely break through through it, still and all. What? Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand. Now you hold on a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting our cane, shall we?
I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when,
Well, I broke wind loudly.
I had the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I went to the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I shocked myself with that Taco Bell, as it happens.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just meant to say, never go to the Taco Bell part of the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I tried to open the skylight in order to, freshen up. In order to direct it down into the cabin. But just by luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge, I did. Oh, brother.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Please, get me out of here. Lock me up in jail. The point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame. Oh, well?
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Yeah, this fucking bloke, he broke wind in there.
Yeah.
He was at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. The stench was terrible.
He was the one. All this time, they blamed me.
Miss Lestrade.
It opens.
Huh?
The skylight. That's what we're talking about, right? Whoa. Oh boy. Duck! Naruto-san, duck! All them skylights open dead easy.
More easily than you can load that weapon.
That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, You can't do it from inside, you mug! Oh! Look, a few weeks ago I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses come out my ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't hop off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through and said YOLO!
Thank you for the drink, Tisha.
Twinky twink.
What?
Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin.
The skylight opens from the roof deck? Oh, big stretch. Thank you, Tisha.
The omnibus is literally in the courtroom, so
Right, like
we
the
could
latch, you
literally-
could actually see the latch from the outside.
Seriously.
I'm so fucking done with this court. Bailiff, climb
There
up
you
into
go.
the roof of the omnibus at once and verify the witness's claims.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tisha. An extra good one just for you. Because we love you so much. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Anyone in this courtroom could have done that at any time.
At any time. See?
Order! So it appears that the street girl statement is quite true, and anyone could have done that at any time during this entire fucking trial.
At any time.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck, and anyone could have done that at any time during this trial.
At any time. Naruto-san, you know, anyone could have done that at any time during this trial. Ha ha ha. We really should have done that.
This could be the clue that we're looking for that we could have found at any time throughout this entire trial.
At any time we could have found this clue.
Anyone could have found it at any time. Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination with this new clue that anyone could have found at any time during this trial. Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens, and anyone could have found that at any time during this entire trial. Perhaps I should investigate myself like I could have done at any time during this trial. Oh my god. Alright, so
and we're still in
investigate it myself, huh? Maybe
So
I should jump through the fucking skylight.
Just go into the skylight, I guess.
Did you already tell us that he could have tried at any time? So the skylight was fashioned shut before.
But now the catch has been undone, we should be able to open it. Like, you know, we could have undone it earlier. At any time.
And really, anyone could have done it at any time.
During this entire trial.
You can certainly see inside the carriage to this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. That what? Okay.
Is that it?
Okay, so let's go inside now.
Take a look at this blood, maybe? Well, here we go.
I mean, like, look up through the skylight, maybe.
Do that.
Oh, yeah, there's blood on it!
Yeah!
Yeah! I'm so smart! I found the blood! I found the blood! Yeah! I'm like, there's gotta be something else.
Mm-hmm. That was great.
Hell yeah!
Yeah! Yes, it does open very... What the fuck is that?
That's what Kazuma used to say about me.
You do open very wide, don't you? Wide enough to kick
Sorry, you're a
someone
minor.
like-
You're a minor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that, Naruto-san. I could kick you through this skylight.
Right.
If you...
Why someone like me?
Because you're
very kickable.
through the afterlife.
Let's be totally real here.
I'm pretty sure Kazuma-sama's kicked you before.
Well, what is it?
That was Kazuma-sama's boot coming right at you out of the afterlife. Also, look at this.
That's, without question, ketchup.
It's delicious. It's blood.
Why would there be ketchup there? Surely someone's been to the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
What exactly did they get?
Wait,
that
shit!
Pizza
No,
Hut?
it's marinara sauce.
Marinara sauce. Do we need to get some pizza now?
Yeah, I was gonna say the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell is unrelated to the case, isn't it?
Well, can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
How did he get his combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell marinara sauce all the way up there?
We could have found this out at any time.
At any point during the trial. In fact, anyone could have.
Anyone could have discovered the marinara sauce from the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell at any point.
I'm gonna have some choice words about the investigation skills of the Scotland Yard.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my proof? Oh,
Well,
oh my good lot.
There we
Oh
go.
my good God. On the night in question, The victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking, yeah.
They do this all the time. Oh my god, the steak in the previous case.
Oh god.
That they just like had out for 2 days.
Yeah, the fucking rank ass steak.
Let's inspect the steak.
That he had preserved it perfectly. He stole the steak.
He just took
like presumably put it in a Ziploc or some shit. Like, ye olde Ziploc.
There was no refrigeration at the time.
And then fucking brought this rank ass steak to court.
Uh-huh.
Like
Ugh.
ugh.
Bleh.
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom that anyone could have examined at any time at any point during the trial.
What?
What? That was me.
I was just shocked.
That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, well, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof that you could have found at any point, at any time.
Irrefutable proof in this courtroom? It's more likely than you think. Counsel. The cake must be delicious next to that bomb turkey.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly.
I'll take that cane.
My lord, I had thoughts about canes. Putting canes in my mouth. I believe everyone here would appreciate a little clarification here,
Bleh.
Where exactly within the omnibuses of Harbour is what you allude?
Really?
You will point out the
Really? It's like listed in the court record now, though.
Sir? Hello? Where did...
It's the other side.
Oh yeah, okay, you right, there it is. We're gonna have a conversation about Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I could go for some Pizza Hut right about now.
What about Taco Bell?
I've heard that there are some
Isn't there a fast food chain called Canes or Canes too? Google. Fast food Canes? Canes? Raising Canes? Chicken fingers. Raising Canes? Is that what you're thinking about? Nope. That's the only one I could find when I googled fast food Canes. Probably, yeah. Okay. By Jupiter, is that blood? This blood stain proves two things. He went to the Pizza Hut, and he went to the Taco Bell. He went to the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I hope you like this joke, because we're running it straight into the ground, guys. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Good.
Oh my.
Glad you love it. And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the closed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. This crime. Crime. No. Order.
I will have order.
But, that's all I've been seeing this whole fucking trial with this guy twerking in my face. But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. Except you fucking idiot, the thing was closed, you dumb
there.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Fair play be going, how dare thou use your one brain cell. It only found its way to one particular spot in the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't be able to open it now, would I?
There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the jet really fell through the skylight, I mean.
Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First?
Yeah.
'Tis all too plain if you see. There's aftermath that shows the poor fellow dropped from the fair height there, so it is. What? No!
But it can't be. It's all
Lies!
my fellow jury members.
Hi.
I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
Hi. Hi. I believe we can. Yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
I'm just gonna stab someone here. Before I get out of this courtroom, I'm gonna kill you.
Sure. That's what he said. I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
As for the guild's characters, well, they're another story altogether.
Yeah, honestly, they're giving McGilded way too much fucking screen time.
Seriously.
Entirely
Let-
agree there, Riddles.
You can actually, like, realize shit.
Right.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing.
Yeah, sure, Granny Flip Flop.
On 3 then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, and what would you be referring to now, Lord Van Zeeks?
First of all,
Thank you. Renosuke's like, what about me, though?
what about you? A blood stain on the frame of the skylight?
Don't I get any credit?
Look, I'm on my 6th bottle now, so such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason. British evidence law is a mess.
Also, I like how for a second there they were both leaning over the table toward each other.
That smear of blood never existed.
What the motherfucker are you talking
It
about?
wasn't in the Scotland Yard report, I'm just saying.
What are you talking about? Oh, maybe he's suggesting that he planted it. What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb.
Exclamation mark.
So I can state with absolute surety.
Did they open the fucking roof?
They opened the fucking roof, and no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least not until this trial began.
But... are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that the stain of blood was...
Fabricated, my lord, yes. And while this court has been in session, he sent
What?
her with the smoke bomb. She threw the smoke bomb.
the fucking
and
smoke bomb?
They fabricate.
Hey, what a palaver.
What a palaver. What the fuck is a palaver?
We were doing a lot of Googling when we were
Palaver
playing this
time.
game.
What's a palaver?
I must say, I didn't expect such a crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks.
Palaver, a prolonged and idle discussion.
I see.
What a palaver, right?
But a Magnus Begilded, a fella known all over the capital for his fine contributions to a public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue. With the Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded. I would like to see you executed, I just have to say.
Me too, honestly. I know I'm the counsel for the defense, but I'd really like to attend his execution whether or not he was guilty of this crime.
Well, you're invited.
Cool. Can I have some of that wine?
I've got a 7th bottle right here.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, just pour me a glass and then we'll get the headsman.
Come on over.
Okay. He sits on the bench.
Van Zieks throws up his legs.
Hello.
Fancy meeting you here. My Nipponese learned friend.
Lord Van Zieks.
Ara.
Cosima's like, why?
He has 4 tear trails now.
Yeah. Anyway.
I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused, and you haven't been drinking nearly as much as I have. However, I'm well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature.
Oh, you mean those brothels I opened?
Very dubious, and I've never visited one.
Oh, maybe even the illegal gambling.
You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your hands dirty.
Or are you talking about the drug hideouts that I was doing? The one where I was cooking meth? You talking about those?
I was actually talking about the smuggling ring, but...
Oh, the smuggling ring. Oh, yeah, no, that's just kind of a side venture. You don't even need to worry about that one.
That's your side hustle.
Yes. And then on the weekends, I do Uber.
Each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
Oh, my poor dear innocent boy.
Oh, me sweet, sweet summer child.
You see, his facts are known as alternative facts.
Right. He's a fucking trumper, you see.
Anti-vaxxer. When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible.
I love your Wooloo emojis. They're so cute.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's so cute. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's cute.
It's very cute.
Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses, not to mention the meth and the smuggling ring, and I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
Tut tut, Lord Van Zieks. This will not do, to be sure. But it now, counsel. What? Oh, no. I think it's fair to say, this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. This dude's a fucking liar.
Mm-hmm.
I do want this guy to die. The blood on the skylight doesn't exist, you say?
I'm just going to stand here gaily with my wine. Is this bottle 7, I think, or 8?
If you sold would cast your minds back. Is it not true that the omnibus had been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone put the smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, counsel?
It's not right.
It's not true. The fucking smoke bomb, you fucking... Did you forget the first half of this fucking trial? The omnibus has been full view the entire time that the court has been in session, except for the time where the huge-ass smoke bomb went off.
Birkin, I believe in you. My learned friend.
Please.
Actually,
Call me that again.
my learned friend.
Oh, is that what you're gonna call me in bed?
We're not quite there yet, but...
Does this feel good, my learned friend?
Mm-hmm.
It's the least sexy thing to say in bed, honestly. Exclamation mark?
Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words.
Oh god, his eyes are so pretty.
Uh-huh. The contrast of the bright blue of his eyes and everything else.
And he's got these little tiny eyelashes.
Just little teeny tiny, just a little bit of pretty.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think
Yes.
it could have been possible. Because there was a fucking smoke bomb that went off.
There was a fucking smoke bomb. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.
As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, this guy's a fucking scumbag, and honestly, I want to see him hang. It feels as though there's something more important at stake here.
The truth.
There's no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, well, well.
My learned friend.
My learned. We're just gonna bounce that back and forth.
However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there's one possibility.
Oh.
Good gracious! Explain yourself, counsel.
You did it. You put your brain cells together. Yes, there is. It seems my learned Neep Bunny's friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit? I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the fucking witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Miss Shit for Brains. What is going on?
Matt-Hoda-san, why are we flashbacking?
I don't know why we have to flashback towards... Do we really have to play the whole scene? I'm pretty sure we all remember. The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke, and in all the chaos. Ooh, that was a full spin around.
Whoa.
And a zoom in.
That felt like figure skating vibes
Hot
right there.
Damn. Also, that's like finishing move. Like,
finish him.
yeah. It could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus.
Yeah.
I confidently point this out. That is kind of damning evidence against my own client.
Are you
Are you wise?
he mad?
What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless gouger? Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection. Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same.
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies, such as...
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of crap. Random nonsense. Secondly, we have the smear of marinara sauce on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, no one had been to the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell before this.
Right. They brought combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell to the courtroom.
And released it when the chaos of the smoke bomb enfolded us all.
And as you know, food is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. However, weapons entirely permitted.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Van Zeeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims. That's true. Except me.
Huh?
When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and skylight were shut. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is a result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think?
Sorry?
Do you think about the omnibus? Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? Come on.
It says Phoenix Wright on it.
That is unusual, but
I'm gonna say I have an inkling, but I actually don't know. Because
Just-
I'm bluffing.
Phoenix write it.
My lord. Yes, counsel. There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare betray me, you little maggot, you better start watching your back. Excuse me?
Whoa.
Did you threaten me in this
Holy
courtroom?
shit. Shut the fuck up, McGilded. Shut the fuck up. The court awaits the defense's clarification. This should be good.
Ugh. This trial keeps swinging. Then one way, then the other. Like me and Kazuma, we've been swingers this whole time. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to believe here? Am I supposed to believe in my heart?
Believe in yourself, Ryukun. And believe in
What
the
exactly is
truth.
the alleged mark that you claim to have appeared at some point during the trial? Is it this? Maybe is it this mark?
Was that there? But what?
I don't know if that was there before.
Yeah, was the... I don't remember the blood in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna confidently save. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, I'm presenting this.
Confidently present.
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight and onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. I don't remember. It was a week ago.
Yeah. I don't think it was there.
Yeah.
It was not familiar when we looked at it.
It's also brighter than the other blood.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
good lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel.
Well said. I'm impressed. Although as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
But you're gonna tell me it was super sexy, right?
It was rather attractive.
I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether or not the evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake.
Ho ho ho! Gotta look at everybody in the courtroom. All of the jurers, the guys on the stand, the
Yeah,
rest of the
Mr.
people on the
McGilded, who's
stand.
fucking furious. Ah!
Whoa, he's breaking.
This trial is over. Mr. McGilded, I've done everything I possibly could to cooperate with the court, but 'tis all over now. But you're the defendant.
Whoa.
'Tis over, I tell ya. Memory, recollection. What people think they saw, 'tis all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is the bloodstain is there, now. Well... And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey is failed to present any decisive evidence at all.
Exclamation mark.
How scandalized so I am. I thought better of the Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord... I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. The absence of any credible method by which to prove the alleged previous non-existence.
Lick it! Lick it!
It's marinara sauce with a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell! I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship cannot be fucking serious.
Lick it.
Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position?
Top.
Doggy style? Missionary? Just like this, Your Honor.
I switch sometimes.
Right, I grab the desk like this and then I...
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. But I really want
I can
to.
present myself, though.
I can present myself.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am, of course, obliged to confirm with the defense first.
Oh ho ho ho.
What formality?
As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty,
Yeah.
which would mean we've won.
Don't look so grim about it. Is that really the right outcome here? I love this.
Yeah, totally.
I love this!
I'm getting chills.
Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now, with all these unexplained inconsistency? Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. I can do that?
Wow.
We've never had a closing statement before.
We have a jury now.
Yes, my lord.
Last
the
chance to
defense
convince them.
believes...
Ooh! Ooh!
The defendant could be guilty. I'm here in this courtroom today as to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him!
Get him! What are you saying, man? Without any question, there's no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there's also no conclusive evidence to prove that he's innocent. Good gracious me!
Be mad.
Order! I'm so fucking tired. I want to go home. This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. The defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question? Are you sound of mind? Well, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Your job here's done, fella. Some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? Just the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it before. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it? Now, nothing more than a formality. I fucking win. You piece of shit. I wanna see him hang.
I really don't know what to make of all this.
What was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of properly, as I said.
Not a sec.
Stabbity stab stab stab. The stinking rich are always guilty of something, mark my words. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park.
Now that the proceedings have unfolded this way, I'm compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea. I thank you kindly, my lord. I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court. No! But we still haven't determined the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
No idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zeeks.
My lord.
The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple.
Fine, I'll
If
give
indeed
you
the
that.
omnibus as presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to
Like
take
I
place.
could have stopped the smoke grenade. You didn't even try. I mean, my sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection.
But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured. I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair! He's too sexy to be guilty! The culpability of the defendant has not at the present time been established by the court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
Eh? What?
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure. So it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try and change the law.
Magnus McGilded. I'll get you yet one day.
Good grief, you've more to say to me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning. I'm going to throw my 9th bottle of wine at you. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then. Come at me, you motherfucker!
No.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus Begilded. Oh no, I don't like it! I don't like it! No! Fuck the fireworks!
Holy.
No!
Revolt!
No! This is an outrage!
It is an outrage!
This is fucking an outrage!
And thus began the dark age of the law.
Thus began. It was all the dark age of the law!
Wow.
With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end. With the defendant being found not guilty.
Ostensibly.
Ostensibly a victory for us. Thank you. You saw me stumble on that word. This is also, I am entirely in agreement. This is not the ending I was expecting. Which, like, it kind of lines up with the last case, too. Not the ending we were expecting. And ultimately, like, it was unsatisfying,
Yeah,
but in a way that wasn't, like, bad. Like, it was unsatisfying because it just felt like a waste.
Yeah.
And it was upsetting.
Very upsetting.
But, like, in a way that's, like, that was really well written. This is the same way. Like, I'm upset and I'm mad and I don't like this, but this is so good!
Yeah,
This is so good!
It's good.
I'm so happy!
Ugh.
This is fucking good!
He's actually grappling with shit.
He's upset, yeah.
That certainly was a long trial.
You didn't do a lot. Yeah, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil and, your first victory. It was a wonderful performance.
I'm starting to see what Kazuma wanted to change.
My heartfelt congratulations.
I like that she has no happiness on her face there. This is actually, this is a really good expression. I'm so,
Wow.
and To you, Chisato-san. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
I thought you did. Fuck this guy! Mr. McGill did. And that girl was with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I've you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure it really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out here a free man, then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning.
Plan.
You're straight-talking fella, aren't you? It's the only straight thing about me, sir. I must say, you had me astray there. Once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. 'Tis water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh. Aye.
Money.
Money. They've all seen that I didn't do it. Didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. Obstinate deed. Abstinent? Tis grand, is it not?
Discordant or unreasonable?
Oh, okay. I suppose it is. Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters into the hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is, they'll get to the truth.
That usually happens first and then the trial.
I have absolutely faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay.
Oh, you pay taxes, huh?
Oh, he pays his taxes.
He pays taxes.
Oh, there we go. Now we don't have to eat him. It's not funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. But you willst. You're humble people, you from the east. Well, if you insist. But have this, still and all. You deserve a reward. Mr. Magnus McGilded!
Well,
Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There are some changes to the schedule.
Yeah?
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Hey?
Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I was asked if I could be present for it myself.
They're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more in this matter now. But as an upsetting matter of the member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yous. Hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. And there he goes. A free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. stuck?
Don't move.
Whereas I want to say get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down?
You're a grown-up.
Sorry?
I ate all grown-ups.
You eat them?
I ate them. I ate them all.
Oh, do you mind eating this guy? Eat the rich, you know?
Nom nom.
Oh, there you are.
What?
Who the fuck is this?
What the actual... What the Is she like Sholmes' daughter? Because I'm just saying she does a weird steampunk kind of thing going on.
She does.
What the...
Who is this? Is it gonna be you or me?
I don't know. What do you... I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, Sholmes is you, so it might as well also be you.
Okay. Not you running off like that? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
I'm taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ha! Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Ugh. Excuse me, but who are you?
I'm just the most annoying character you'll meet in this entire game. I'm the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could be at least a pretty color, I thought to myself.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? At all? Ever?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing into a different omnibus and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
What's it? What? I have no idea what this girl is talking about.
What?
Anyway, you're coming with me now? Back to my laboratory. What for? To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician.
What? You mean say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
An adult? I don't listen to no adults.
Come along then. Follow me.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Fine.
Have it your way. Oh, kill it. You see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that's what she wants, is to not get shot by your massive gun of yours.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Okay, bye then. She was a lively one and obviously related to the case somehow.
I do not look forward to seeing her again. Well,
What are you talking about? She's never gonna show up again.
do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too before we meet any more characters?
Yes, you're right. But where to?
Oh,
We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London that we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend a day searching for lodgings.
But at this later hour of the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry though, I have a plan. Got something in my diary. I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night. It's a great park. I hear that it's got a great sponsor.
Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. Let's go occupy McGilded Park.
I'm not so sure about that one, my friend. I think midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elevator one.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound agreeable.
Oh, now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely room or mansion.
I would have taken the money.
I know.
I'm like,
I would
not
have
gonna let you
fucking.
keep this
All right, if you fucking pay me, fine.
Mhm.
So, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned, the case was far from over. Oh.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! How did this happen? I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed. No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Someone's fucking in there.
Oh, good God. Someone in there.
What the fuck?
This can't be.
Ooh. Oh. Holy shit. What the fuck? Get it. That's a sexy man.
What?
What the shit?
What?
What?
What? Wow.
What?
Wow.
That was insane.
Wow, wow, wow. Holy fucking wow.
Okay.
Well,
Number one, holy shit. Number two, yeah, fucking case dismissed. Number three, I realized somewhere in the ending, like not like that ending scene there, but like kind of like after McGilden was like, oh, I'm gonna go off and investigate the case now. Fucking every single one of these trials has actually never led to the murderer being convicted.
yeah. Yep. They keep
Case number one,
getting, yep. Mm-hmm.
Miss Brett
She just
went
like,
off to Shanghai.
She went off.
Went off to Shanghai. She's like, all right, yeah, I did it. Peace. And she left for Shanghai.
Yep.
Fucking Nina did it by accident. We let her go.
Yep.
This guy,
Got away.
who knows? Who knows?
So far, he's gotten
Who
away.
knows? Unsatisfying endings to every single trial. And you know what? I fucking love it.
It's so interesting. It's so different.
This is so cool.
It is so cool.
This is unprecedented for an Ace Attorney game, and I'm really fucking loving it. I am really, really, really loving it. All right, let's go find someone to raid. That was so cool.
Wow.
That was so cool.
That really was.
I mean, Jess is streaming just like she always is, so we're gonna go say hi to her, and we're gonna go tell her how fucking cool this ending was. Everyone just tell her that we had a really good time, and it was super cool.
Ugh.
Wow. I'm blown away. Oh, what a case. What a case.
Damn.
What a case. All right. Holy shit.
Wow.
Well-
that was
That was something indeed.
That was something.
All right then. So Sunday we're probably gonna be playing either more Minecraft or we've got Valheim just got updated like today maybe or like tonight. So I'm definitely going to be playing that with a friend tomorrow, like on the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, you could hang out with us or maybe play Valheim with us. We'll see. And then, Sunday is either going to be Minecraft or maybe some Valheim. We shall see. And next Thursday, be sure to come back for more Great Ace Attorney
Thank you.
with my sweetie.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Thank you, everybody, for
Thank you for coming. Go say hi to Jess. And I really hope you're enjoying it because I sure fucking am. Bye.
Bye.